Can you all hear me good? Can you hear me good, baby? Y'all will let me know in the chat if you can hear me good. Hey, Sasha, Mr. or Mrs. Blue, Black Barbie. I'm sorry to tell you this, but yes, it is a white man who owns this club. Reportedly, he's French, from what I heard. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Hey, the passionate Dahlia. Side Eye, Woohoo, Lisa D, Attitude Problem, Natasha, Katina, and others in here, and those who are lurking. I had to bring this story because, well, I was disturbed. I was disturbed. Now, of course, I have to say allegedly. You know, people, you got to say allegedly, but I have the receipts to show of alleged hardcore racism at a Miami nightclub called Mr. Jones. As you can see, the location is 320 Lincoln Road, Miami Beach, Florida, 33139. Now, it's been open for over 5 years, so it's not a brand new club. And I know people, I want to say this now, when people will say, who cares, black people? Just don't go there. Listen, I'm not trying to hear that with this video. You know why I'm saying this? It is 2023. I will not be living like I am in the 1950s or 40s or before that anywhere in this country. You will not disrespect me. Okay? No, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you feel like black people should just put their head down and accept someone being blatantly racist towards you and not letting you in a public establishment in front of your face, you should not have fought for civil rights. You should not have fought for affirmative action. If it's like that, you would have accepted that effed up same treatment from back in the day. So miss me with it. This is not about bootlicking or begging to be included. This is about justice. This is about fairness. I suggest, I'm going to say it again, I want black people to start suing like everybody else. Get your damn money from them. Sue their no good behinds. Get their money. Make them pay and don't go back. And we need to have more better black clubs. But unfortunately, a lot of the clubs from what I do know, it depends on the area. A lot of black clubs always get shut down because the men bring in guns and shoot. That's not always the case, but it happens a lot. But damn it. Okay. Thank you, Lee. So I don't want to hear nothing about just put your head in the sand and accept it and move on and just don't go. I don't have to accept this kind of treatment, and neither should you. This is not the old days. This is 2023. This is not about begging for love. This is about justice. But most of all, I'm doing this video as a warning to black travelers, because Miami, Florida is always packed. People are always visiting Florida. It's like New York in the South. Everybody's coming there every single day. We know that there are going to be black women who are going to go to this club who have no clue about what I'm about to share with you, because it's Florida. They don't know. Maybe the local people that live there know about this club, but not the black women and a few men who travel there on vacation. They don't know. So I'm sure that this video is going to help them. Okay, now as you can see on the screen, I have pictures of beautiful black women, all different skin tones, different facial features, different hair types. We are a diverse, beautiful group of women, but unfortunately, no matter how beautiful we are, we still have haters around the globe who want to use us to put us on the stool. Oh, thank you, Healthy Black Pill Diet, just dropping through to show love. Unfortunately, no matter how good we can look, we still have haters who want to feel like they're putting us in our place, who want to feel like they're better still, and want to use their power they feel they have. You know, the the security and the people who decide if you get in the club, they like to feel all big and bad. Not only that, I find it very, very suspect for men to target women. That is some punk. That's punk. Why would a grown man bother a woman? What kind of man does that? You picking on women? You're not a man. You're a little boy. You're a punk. You are weak, a little weakling. So, what I found out about this club called Mr. Jones is that Black women, countless Black women have left reviews I'm going to show, and a few non-Black people who also witnessed it, of Black women, no matter, they said if you have any melanin in you, you're not getting in. So, of course, the darker you are, the worse it will be, but period, if they can tell you are a Black woman, you're not getting in this club. And if you, I also have to mention, they're also, as they say, fat phobic. If you are plus size, they don't want to let you in as well. Plus size or a Black woman, but guess who they do let in? Black men. Oh, yes, baby. We're going to get into this. So, so it's not just discrimination if you have darker skin. If you have any significant amount of melanin where they can tell you are not white, you're not getting in. Now, there are a few passes I've seen, also featureism and stuff like that. We're going to get into it. I've heard about Miami from a few people, the racism. They say a lot of Cubans in Miami are racist as hell. I don't know. I've been to Miami one time and I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I mean, Miami is a melting pot of so many different Caribbeans and Hispanics from around the globe that come there. And we know there are certain places in Florida like Little Haiti, or places where maybe there's a lot of Cubans or Jamaicans and stuff like that. It's very diverse. A lot of people date each other there, but you can't escape racism. It's everywhere. And there are still people who are tribal. There's still people who want to practice what they feel is the hierarchy. We know what that's about. And Miami, Florida is no exception, even though it has the reputation of being the place where everybody comes to, of all different backgrounds, to go to Disney World, SeaWorld, the nightclubs, South Beach, and all of that. A lot of very wealthy Black athletes live there. And, they mess with a lot of the Cuban women there and all that other stuff. And you have a lot of rich Black people, men and women, who love Miami and who live there. Excuse me. Okay, so I have a few things to show. Give me one quick little second, y'all. I got to get these pictures off. But when I read some of the reviews, I was absolutely just like, oh my goodness. I have to share what's going on. As you can see, I got the picture of Trina down there because the queen of Miami is Trina. Okay, I'm the baddest. Who's bad? Trina. Okay. And you see this picture. This is just an idea of the common look of what's the type of women that is allowed in this club in Miami, Florida. Okay, give me a second, y'all. I got to get a little organized. I got a lot of things to show. There was a video, actually, that I want to show that, okay. Give me a quick little second. Give me a quick second. There was a video that inspired me to even invest. Well, I was on TikTok and I saw this video of this Black woman talking about a 10 in New York is a 6 in Miami. And even though you might get treated a little different depending on the area, you should still go to Miami to have a good time. So I'm going to show that clip because this is where I found out about Mr. Jones, of the racism at this club. Okay, so give me a quick second. So someone in the comments section said, if you think it's bad in Florida or bad, go to the reviews on Mr. Jones and look at those reviews. Okay.
Hey guys, I'm dressed for work and I just wanted to address this comment really quickly before I run to my meeting. The reason why I started my now viral video about the beauty standards in Miami is because my friend thought that because she is a 10 in New York, she would be a 10 in Miami. Does that mean she's not a 10? No, she's still a 10. It's just the beauty standards in each city is different. So New York caters to a dark skin, big booty crowd at the clubs that she goes to. You go to Houston, the beauty standard is Beyonce because that's where she's from. You go to Miami and they're like a more Cuban, white, skinny standard. Now, does that mean that those people are more beautiful than the next? No. All it means is that the clubs are catering to their clientele. They know the men that buy the table. They know the men that buy the booths. They know the men that buy the bottles. Like a certain look in a certain city. So that's all they're doing. So for her to come to Miami with no money, thinking that the looks that get her by, she could leave New York with just her cell phone and be good all night. It's not the same in Miami. Now, does that mean you should stop going to Miami? No. I was in Miami 2 weeks ago. I'm a 5'3", 38-year-old, dark-skinned Nigerian American. Does that mean something's wrong with me? No. I may not attract their clientele, but that's not what I'm here for. So don't X yourself out of having fun because you don't meet the standard of that city. Bring your money and go enjoy yourself. I go to Miami to have brunch at Nikki Beach on Sundays. I go to Miami to have Cuban food at Puerto Sagua. I go to Miami to hit up our harbor because there's certain things I can't get in Canada. But to say that I'm not going to go because they cater to white women or Cuban women, there's no alternate reality where I could look like that. So I want you to understand that society is making you feel insecure because it breeds consumerism. The more you feel like something is wrong with you, the more you buy to fix it. Of course, you're going to keep seeing videos of how to fix your laugh lines. Imagine me clicking somebody Amazon storefront to fix laugh lines. Like, why would I at 38 want to make it seem like I've never laughed in my life? Like, the only way they can oppress you or make you feel insecure is if you buy into it. And this faceless society that is setting this beauty standard doesn't even look like the standard they're setting, because they make them more and more unrealistic because it's more and more, it's less and less attainable so that you can buy more and more. It literally drives the economy. So
Okay, y'all. So, hold on for a second. Okay. Ooh. So basically what she was saying, where I found out about Mr. Jones, is that if she's in New York, she is more of a standard in certain clubs, but once you go to Miami, the standard can become like the Cuban women and stuff, the Latina Cuban women, or some of the Cuban women. A lot of them dye their hair blonde. They like to look as white as possible. A number of them, from what I hear, with the good body, a little bit of the spicy, Latina look in the face with some blonde hair and stuff. But, you should still go. And one person in the comments said, I get attention whether I'm in New York or Miami because a man recognizes a beautiful woman, point blank, period. But some looks can be more popular in certain areas. And she's saying that you still shouldn't go. You still have a good time. It's just that she said something about the clientele caters more to the Cuban women, I guess maybe the strippers or certain type of dating. I don't know. But, it's just more of a popular thing. But some people said, no, it depends on what part of Miami you're in, because we have the Caribbean side, more Caribbean side, where that's not the popular look, but maybe in South Beach, Miami Beach and all that stuff. Healthy Black Pill says fine is fine. Race and skin doesn't matter. That's so true. If you look good, you look good. A man's gonna holler at you if he think you're fine. Now, I do think that body types become different. Like in Miami, so many athletes are there and everybody's naked all the time that I do think probably being as skinny as you can be or in top shape with a body and built and, working out is probably really more popular in Miami. Just like it is in Brazil and other tropical places where everybody's always on the beach. So, but anyway, I was looking through the comments and someone said, you better check out Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones was going on up over there. So what I'm going to do, I want to show you something that I observed with my the little bit that I could find on Mr. Jones. Okay. So I have to say this. A lot of people are profiting off of black men's hatred for black women, especially darker skinned black women. They know these men. They know how they are. That's why they know they can get away with not letting black women in, but they let black men in. Make it make sense. You don't like black people, but you let black men in. Clearly, there's something going on. They can come in surrounded by women who aren't black, but don't let them black women in. And I said this before. I said this a decade ago, and this guy got mad at me. This is when I was more pro-black, y'all. I had said, explain to me how the white man used to lynch you and do all this stuff to you because you even looked at a white woman. But all of a sudden, he's letting you hit, if you know what I mean, make babies and marry his woman with no problem. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it like that. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of white people who are not racist, but there are some who really still are upset about it. And I'm like, don't you kind of think it's a little bit of kind of interesting how he's not trying to kill you now? Is it because, I don't have to say. And yes, I don't have an issue with the swirl for black men or black women, but let's just be honest here. There's a certain segment who are fully aware, like, oh, okay, we can lose some white women. I mean, maybe if he makes the biracial baby, and if his sons especially inherit his hatred for black women, which a lot of them try to pass on, then he'll get with a white woman, and then we'll just make some more white kids, so he's a goner anyway. I mean, I'm not stupid. I know that that's how some people see it. Now, of course, your biracial child or grandchild could end up with somebody black, and then the children become, as they say, more blacker again. That happens all the time too. But come on now. You can get in, but I can't get in. But then you say everybody hates you for being black, but they're letting you in a club surrounded by nothing but a bunch of women that's not black. Think deeper. Okay. They know how they are. They do. They do. And they're profiting off of it. I'm going to give you an example. Okay. So this is Mr. Jones' club. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Is this the picture? Okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all. I want to show you who's coming to this club. I want to show you. Okay, the look of what's... All right, so these are the type of women. Yeah, they want their money. Jason says it's called dirty tactics. You know, if I'm going to be with a man not black, it's because I'm attracted to him and I love him. And my child will know you are half black, my ethnicity, you're African American, Jamaican, Scottish, and your father's side and all that, indigenous and all that other stuff. This is who you are. I'm not dating men not black because I have a hatred or I'm trying to be like, you know, better the race type of stuff they say in the Hispanic culture and all that other stuff. So, but they know. They see black guys. They see it. And that's why they're like, come on in. We got a feast for you. We ain't going to let your women in, though. Oh, no, we don't want you effing them and procreating with them. Come up in here. We know how you hate them anyway. Come on. And they do. Black men who still go to these clubs and they know there's no black women there, they don't like black women. They see their sisters, as they say, being discriminated against, and it doesn't bother them. They're your enemy. Okay, so this is the look. Some of them probably are Cuban women who have dyed their hair blonde. Look a little, maybe could be Russian, Colombian, who knows? You know, it's so many different ethnicities, but they would be classified racially as white women, a good portion of them, right? So, okay, this is the look. Okay, these look like, these could be Cuban women, maybe Colombian or something like that, Puerto Rican. All right. I know people say, well, there's not one look. There is a dominant look. There is a dominant look with a number. So, okay. And they're not bad looking women, but they don't want to include the bad black women. Bad isn't good. They don't want you up in there. Allegedly. Okay, I'll be showing the reviews of what's going on. Okay, let's see more of the looks of the acceptable women that will be accepted in with no problem to come in this club around black men athletes, white men just got it together, Asian men. I've seen Asian guys. Okay, everything, including black men, just no black women. Nuh-uh, we ain't letting y'all up in here. We gonna treat you like it's the 1930s up in here. Oh, you think you stepping in? Okay. Now, depending on the area, I mean, like I said, there's a certain amount of melanin they said they want in. She could be Hispanic. She can be half black and Hispanic. She could be Caribbean. She could be African American, you know, depending on the location of the country. I mean, she could easily be black in certain states that I've seen. But either way, she doesn't have the strongly enough Negroid look. I guess they let her in. Okay. So, and they do the skin color thing in this club. They did appear to let some women who were biracial in. So the blacker you look, the more they're going to reject you, is basically what I'm sensing. Okay. All right. She looks Cuban or some type of Hispanic. All right. And I'm going to show you, okay, these two girls, one of them, the one in the shades looks like a little bit Danny Lee to me. She could be Hispanic. She could be biracial. The girl on the right could be multiracial, you know, or biracial, or just maybe Puerto Rican. I'm not sure. But as you can see, there's a limit of who gets to come in. That's the best I can say. There's a limit of what they're allowing in. They also discriminate against you if you are plus size. You cannot get in plus size. Okay? Now let me show you the black men. They're not letting black women in. But who did they let in? Oh, they let 50 Cent in, Mr. Jones. And if you would like to call Mr. Jones, the phone number is on the left. Their address is right there. This is all allegedly, even though I have the receipts. Okay, of course they let 50 Cent in. He doesn't like black women. Plus, he's a black rapper. You know, they don't mind letting them in if you're going to perform, give us some money, spend your hard-earned money in here. Plus, we like to blast black people's music. You know, we like to blast your music and your women's music and dance to it, copy your dance styles, your swag and all that. But bitch, don't come up in here, though. Really? You know what let me save it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save what no, let me say it now. The problem, and I said this before, when I see the diaspora awards on TikTok, African versus African American, or Caribbean versus African American, his non-black versus African American, the black Americans need to put your freaking foot down. I'm not saying that it will make everybody respect you, but you got to let people know, I'm not the one, baby. This is my culture. This is my okay? You will respect me. Understand that. You know, if artists said you won't let black women in, or even black men, pull my music out your club. I'm suing you. You're not allowed to play my records. Something. Or people think you don't have culture because you don't make sure you let them know this is who we are. This is us. We started this. This comes from us. Recognize, baby. Not, oh, I'm just black. It don't mean that I'm just black. No, baby. Who are you? Represent your flag. Either the American flag or the African American flag that was made. Let them know who you are. People keep punking you because they believe you ain't gonna do nothing. I say to sue, damn it. That's what more y'all need to start doing. Then people will start taking you seriously, just like them Jewish people do. Okay? So anyway, they let 50 Cent in. Of course they let him in. He don't like black women like that. No, he don't. No, he don't. And he's a black rapper whose music they play and who they hope performs. Okay, now they let a lot of black men in. There were a few black men who said they were not allowed in, but it was majority black women and a few plus size women. Okay, so they let 50 Cent in. They let Kodak Black in, and we know Kodak Black said that he will not date a woman his skin tone or darker. He is a colorist. He'll date a black woman. She just can't be dark skinned, but either way, he still hates black women. You know, they let him in. Of course they did. They don't mind having Sambos, as they say, come up in their club who hate his woman and all this other stuff. They don't mind that, baby. Go on and rap that song that we blasting up in here and give us this money. Go on. And we gonna kick your women out. Rick Ross, he's been there. Rick Ross has some baby mamas, I think, that are black, but I do have the video, and I remember when he was having all these women not black in his video, and a woman asked him about it, and he rolled his eyes and called an attitude real quick and said, so you got a problem? Is that a problem? That's what he said. He got mad real quick when the discussion of discriminating against black women in his videos came up. He said it's like a fantasy. Oh, you don't fantasize about black women? All this other stuff. I don't F with this man like that at all. But yeah, Rick Ross has been there. So some of the black men who have been there, I have the arrows. So as you can see in the picture, you see white women, white men, a sprinkle of black men surrounded by people who are not black. They have no, and listen, I don't have an issue with diverse clubs. You know, if I go to a club and I'm one of the few black women, that's not a problem. I'm just saying they let the black men in, and the men not black, and the women not black, not the black women. Okay? Also, there were a few black women who were there. Glorilla, of course they let her in because she was performing, bringing in the money. She's one of the most popular rappers out, women rappers. I'm not sure if she's from Texas or Florida. I'm not sure. But Glorilla is pretty popular. And they don't mind, a performer coming in, a black woman performer, but to get us lit so we can dance off your music, pop some bottles. Oh, but we ain't going to let your sisters in, though. But you can come in to perform. That ain't no different than the 1920s and 30s when the black women had to perform and then go on the back to pee or go on the back to change and not allowed to. They were discriminated against. It's no different. It's just packaged differently. It looks a little different, but it's not any different. You can come to the club, you can perform, make some money for our club, get the people hyped up off your music. We'll let you in and think you one of us. Oh, but we ain't letting your other sisters in, though. Y'all go in the back or sit outside. So, okay. Now, she was there and she performed. This woman, I've seen her face before. Some of you might know who she is. I know she's a rapper. She's a rapper or a singer. I believe she's a rapper. Thank you, Brian. I just can't remember her name right now, but I know I've seen her before. So they were there. They let them in that night. Yeah, I think that is Asian Doll. Yeah, they came in to perform, you know. Now, I think this is Megan the Stallion. I'm not 100% sure. The reason I said that, it kind of looks like Megan the Stallion. Plus, Megan always does, she sticks her tongue out. Megan sticks her tongue out a lot. So they didn't say, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's Megan the Stallion. So basically, they'll let you come in to perform and get them hyped up, but they discriminate against their sisters. Okay, that is Megan. Okay, so let me show you the reviews, everybody, of what was said about this club. This is all public. Okay, so their names can be shown because this is on the review section. If anybody goes to the review section of the club, you'll see everybody. Okay, this is from Jenny Lopez. Disgusting. They didn't even let one of my friends in because they were big, but allowed girls who were the same size or even bigger to go in? ? It's honestly disgusting that women have to be approved to go in. No place should discriminate for looks. When half of them guys at the door should be on a diet. Canceled. Okay, so I told you they also discriminate. So she gave them, this is a Hispanic woman, 1 star because they discriminated against her friends because they were not skinny enough, even though she says that the guys at the door are overweight. Okay, let's go to the next review. This is from Joshua, who appears to be a white man. Is it possible to give 0 stars? This place is the absolute worst club experience you could possibly have. If you want to be treated like garbage while being ripped off with outrageously overpriced bottom shelf liquor and a complete ripoff, 28 or 29% service charge. Okay. I wouldn't go back, even if they gave me a free table and paid for me to go. I'd rather go to the Waffle House. Okay. Let's get into it, okay? Doesn't let black girls in. Doesn't let black girls in. Then they laugh like it's funny and get a real power trip from it. This man is bitter and he enjoys rejecting black women. I'm told I'm beautiful all the time and have videos of several other beautiful black women. Okay, so the bouncer or whoever the guy is that will let you in, no, not the bouncer, you know who I'm talking about, says that they will laugh in your face and get a power trip from it and enjoys rejecting black women. Okay, this is her again. Let's see the rest. Doesn't let the black girls in. I have several other videos of beautiful black women getting denied. The crazy part is I've been in here before with some white girls when I first moved to Miami, and it was really not worth the hype or the discrimination. This place should be shut down, and I really hope for other people to start speaking up. People who give this place 5 stars are the problem. Like the guy who said the negative reviews, hold on. Like the guy who said the negative reviews are mostly from people who can't get in. You can still review a place off your experience, sir. Shaking my head. It's insensitive and disgusting, and people who overlook negative reviews are the problem. Coming from someone who did get in before. And what kind of music do they play? Hip hop. My experience here has been humiliating. Black performers should not come here. They should boycott. Okay, this is from Rejoice, some type of foreign last name. If I could give 0 stars, I would. This place, this is a foreigner. I don't know from where. It looks like an Indian last name or something. Hold on. No. It's a black woman. Rejoice. Okay, I can tell this is a black woman. If I could give 0 stars, I would. This place is not for black women. This is an unsafe place for you guys to be. This place is very colorist and racist. It's owned by a white Frenchman and seems like a black club, and it's not. These men specifically want white, skinny, or Hispanic women. It's their club, so they can do what they want, but it's very unsafe for black women to be in this environment. There are a lot of black men who go here, dark-skinned black men as well. It's not the same for them as it is for black women, especially dark-skinned black women. Please stay away. This is Kenneth McCormick. Sorry. This is a black man. He says the promoter beat up a guy outside for no reason. One of the worst places to go to in Miami for clubbing. They are being openly racist to us black people and overcharged for small bottles. The women smell bad and like they haven't showered in weeks. You can smell fentanyl in the air. The bathroom is filled with cocaine heads. I would not recommend anyone to come here. There are better places than this. And they were trying to charge us $7,800 on a Tuesday. Lord. Okay. This is from Brittany Miller. She says, I don't know what her race is. I never experienced racism like I did tonight. I'm livid. I do not recommend this club. You have to look a certain way, and if you are a dark-skinned black girl, you will not get in. These people told us they were full to capacity and told us they will let us in when people come out. Keep in mind, it's only 2 of us, and we had friends already in there at the table. Okay? That was not black. No reservations. And the one in the blue button-down shirt basically tried to stop us or shop us away like we were animals, because I know exactly what he was doing. The reviews do not lie. You definitely have to look a certain way to get into this club. 0 stars. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next. Cheryl Alvarez. Cheryl Alvarez, Hispanic last name. Okay. This establishment should be ashamed of themselves. In this day and age, no one should be discriminated against because of their race. You have no problem with black men coming to your establishment and spending money. However, you limit the amount of black women that are allowed in each night. I see you have turned off your comments on your Instagram page because of all the negative comments that you were receiving due to what you guys did a few nights ago. That group that you guys blatantly discriminated against, including my niece. Again, shame on this establishment. Lawan Locky, or Locky, or Lock. A guy in our group reserved a table with the promoter. The entire group arrives and we were told that we can't get in because our sandals are flats. BS. The truth of the matter is that women were only invited because they dress provocatively and were not black women. Period. This is from a man. The discrimination is quite disturbing. I encourage people of color to stop patronizing this business. They do not deserve our money. Okay, I'm reading these reviews. I'm not playing. I want you all to see it. Okay, Annie, looks like a foreign last name. The worst nightclub in Miami. They are very racist and judge you based off your looks, very ill-mannered. We went in there Friday night and they didn't let my friend in with a broken foot with a sandal. But they let lots of girls with sneakers in before us. Saturday, the promoters and stuff said something. May I mention we are women of a Middle Eastern background and they were extremely racist and rude. If you're over 100 pounds, I wouldn't go there. They'll fat shame you and ignore you. Go spend your time and money somewhere else. Okay, let's see more. Mika Auguste. I go out all the time in Miami and have never experienced such blatant racism and discrimination as I have at this establishment. My friends and I came with the promoter and were told to wait while the two white blonde girls in our group were led straight inside. When we asked our promoter why we had to wait, he said, the owner doesn't like the look of your group. Mind you, we all look absolutely incredible. And the only difference between my group and the other that went inside is that we were clearly minorities. When I straight up asked the guy at the door why my group weren't being let in, he proceeded to give me stats on the percentage of black people that can get into the club each day of the week to assure that this wasn't a race. Okay. To assure me that this wasn't a race issue when it was very clear that's what it was. There are much better places to go clubbing in Miami than this. Horrible racist place. Do not waste your time there. Okay. Black Lives says, oh, excuse me, y'all. Black Lives says it's hot. It's getting hot. It's 80 degrees. Whew, it's hot. Or 70, 75 maybe. But it kind of humid. Okay. I went to this club recently and the bouncer would not let me in. I was by myself dressed in a blazer, slacks and loafers, and they told me they didn't like my appearance. I questioned him and he eventually told me it was because I was black and they could not let any black people in tonight unless they are buying a table. Mind you, I was joining a table that was, I was joining a table that was inside for a birthday party. Imagine going to a birthday party and being left because your skin color. One of the worst nights of my life. I don't understand how this is legal and how they feel so free telling you this to your face. Oh, hell no. Hell no. You know, people might think, just get over it. This hurts people. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, ladies? You show up somewhere looking your best, you looking good, and someone tells you to your face in 2023 in America, oh, you can't come in. We're full capacity of black people. We've reached the quota and you can't come in because you're black. I don't care. Go. This is, no, I will slap a mother. No, sue you. Okay, Alyssa says, okay, Alyssa looks white. I'm not sure if she's Hispanic or whatever, but anyway, she said, if I could give this place no stars, I would. My friends and I were supposed to meet a promoter to go to the club with. We waited an hour and a half and never showed. Another man who worked there approached us and told my friends he could bring them in, but not me. He said I don't fit the profile. And the owner doesn't want women who look like me to come in. The people who work at this club are rude and judgmental. It's disgusting. I also go to the clubs in New York City with promoters very often, and I have never had this situation happen before. Oh my God. Mid-September, appears to be a man says, black man says, racist establishment. They do not let black women in. As I'm seeing the reviews, I didn't realize it was happening so frequently and to so many other black women. Please report them to the BBB, I guess the Business Bureau. There are several other state agencies available to report this kind of discrimination as well. Okay, I'm almost done with the reviews. Anna Bella Medeiros, hope I said her last name right. Openly racist establishment and fatphobic. We messaged several club promoters for Mr. Jones, and they all asked for pictures of us to be added to the guest list. One promoter said okay to 2 white skinny women and no to 2 South Asian women, then denied discrimination to be called out. Avoid this place. Okay, so far we know they're not letting black women in, especially of a certain skin tone. They're not letting some Middle Eastern women in, and they also would not let the Asian women in. Okay? And if you are too plus size to them. Okay? Michaela Peters. A promoter for this club asked my friend to come to Mr. Jones, and she proceeded to ask if we, her 2 other friends, could also come. We are here for spring break. He asked for a picture of what we look like, and we told that the people at the door wouldn't let my friend on the right in. I am appalled to say that this club is racist and colorist, and that if you are a woman who supports other women, I would not visit this club. If I could give 0 stars, I would, because this is discriminatory and disgusting behavior. I hope that no one else may feel the pain that my friend had to endure hearing this. Take your money elsewhere. Yeah, it is painful and it's embarrassing and hurtful. I have attached a photo of us to send to the promoter. Okay. You see, this is why I promote my black businesses still on my videos, because it's important. And I would hope that there are black nightclubs on the level of Mr. Jones in Florida. You know, good security, no fighting, none of that. Classy, nice, everything, nothing crazy. People have fun, good drinks, everything. Beautiful aesthetic, all of that. You know, and I'm sure they wouldn't discriminate against other people, but it's always, some of them, it's a damn shame. Okay? Justin E says this place is the biggest scam in Miami. We agreed upon a table price for $2,000 with the promoter. We were later told by the waitress that the table price was $4,000, so we figured we would order bottles accordingly. We were later charged $1,200 for 2 pizzas that we never ordered. What? $1,200 for 2 pizzas? When my friend questioned the prices, he was forced to sign the bill in front of the bouncers, filming him on camera. I wish you would charge me $2,000 for a pizza. Are you crazy? Okay, Lakishma, okay, Apolinario. Sounds look like Hispanic last name, maybe Italian, I'm not sure. All right. This place is absolute garbage, and I will never, ever go here again. My friends and I showed up for her birthday today after driving from West Palm Beach. And lo and behold, this bald white gay man at the door refused us entry. Not sure why he did, because he refused to provide us with an answer. Okay. With an answer. Not sure if it was because we were dark skinned. Maybe he thought we were ugly, or maybe he felt like we were not dressed to his liking. At one point, he stated that they will allow us entry if we pay $60, although the standard fee is $20. Regardless, this place discriminates on you based on the way you look, whether it's your style or the way you look. If you are a chill person and not your typical Miami crowd, be very careful. Do not waste your time because they will not let you in. Okay, I got two more to show you, two more reviews, all right? So y'all are seeing it. These are the reviews. I find it hard to believe that they're lying. This is all of the alleged, that's the key word I have to use, racism from this club. But these are the public reviews made by people. This is Iman Maite. She says, if I could give this club 0 stars, I would. The guys at the door were so rude, refused to let my friends and us in because we are darker skinned black girls with natural styles. Completely disgusting. This is not a place for tourists. I'll never give them the time of day again, and I regret even going there in the first place. Okay? And here's the last review. All right. This place does not deserve any stars. The guys at the doors are ignorant, trying to make money on the side, telling you it's a certain price. When you get in, the price changes. Disgusting. You are queuing and they choose and pick who to let in. So glad we didn't spend our money in this place. Clearly, they don't like tourists. The mentality is so aged. I would highly not recommend. We had so much fun elsewhere. So much fun elsewhere. So, as I showed you, let me get the logo. Well, not the logo, the picture that I had. So, I showed you everything that I could, the receipts. Okay? They don't mind. I showed you. These are the black men. They let the black men in. They do not mind profiting off of black women hip hop artists and black men hip hop artists, especially black men hip hop artists. They know they don't like black women anyway, so they're not going to stand up against black women being discriminated against in the club and being surrounded by women who are not black and all of that. The people who go there, if I go somewhere and I see I'm the only black woman and everybody else is not black, that they're always something else, my antennas are going to go off like something is going on. Okay, maybe I got in, but what about the others and stuff like that? And reading these reviews, I do not feel any urge or need to go to this place if I was ever in Miami. I made this video for any black people who are interested in this club. Now you see the reviews, okay? Now you know. It's disgusting that they think they can do this. Oh, there was one woman, I don't have it up here. She's black. She said that when he rejected her and her friends because they were black, he laughed and he said, keep walking, and laughing. Disgusting. Black people, I need you to start suing. You got to start showing and putting your foot down that you're not going to have it. You don't have to go back again, but sue, damn it. Make a point and sue. I really believe that for these type of things. It's disgusting. 2023, and that you would think it's the 1920s or 50s or something walking over here. And some of them, they're not even white American. They're foreigners. They're Cuban American, maybe first generation or second generation. They might identify as white, but they're not no American white bread, as they say. They're not no real like white American type. No, they're not. There are differences. Yes, there is still with them. They're not, but they want to practice that colorism, featureism, discrimination against your weight, discriminating against Asian women, Middle Eastern women. This is disgusting. Thank you, Lauren. I am calling them out because I'm not putting up with it. And like I said, if you are a black person who stood up for civil rights, marching for freedom, affirmative action, you should have no issue with black people calling this out. Because if you wouldn't tolerate it back then, why should you be tolerating it in 2023? This is not This is America. There are laws against that. Period. It's disgusting and it's hurtful. It's embarrassing. Just have some empathy and imagine it's you at the door looking your best and you know you're a fine ass black woman. But yet somebody gonna tell you, oh no, we're at capacity of the blacks we're letting in. Oh, well, you got a little bit of too much melanin. Just a little too much. No, we ain't letting you in. Let her in at the door. The white one, let her in. Oh hell no. And then if you curse them out or get in their face, they're going to call you masculine. They're going to say you started it as a black woman, call the cops on you. You might get in trouble and all that. No. We're going to quiet do stuff. We're going to start suing y'all asses. I'm putting it into the universe. We're going to get money from your establishment so I can go spend and go to a better club or a black club that's better and all that stuff in Miami if I can find one of them there, whatever. And I'm not dealing with it. You gonna learn, baby. That's the energy I'm putting out. I want black people to show you gonna learn. You gonna learn. I'm not putting up with it no more, baby. This is not the 1920s. And I know Unpopular says it's about look cerebral. I know that many clubs do this around the country where if you look busted to them or raggedy or you look a mess, they don't want to let you in. There are clubs you can't even get in if you don't have a blazer on. Okay, you can't come in if you're wearing sneakers, which I agree with. You should not be wearing sneakers to a club, in my opinion. I mean, it kind of depends on the club, but a lot of times I don't picture sneakers. I understand that, but I read to you the reviews. I'm putting they on blast today. Mr. Jones, allegedly, because they might get mad about this video, alleged the most racist nightclub in Miami. And the black men showing up there have no issue whatsoever with them doing this to you, because there they go in the crowd. They don't care. And they know they don't care, which is why, think about it. Why are they letting them in but not you? Because they know they don't care. They know they're not going to fight for you. They know they don't have a problem because they know they hate you too, some of them up in there. That's why they're doing it. And they want their money. They want to blast music. I don't have issues when people talk about appropriation. I don't give a crap what hairstyle white woman wearing. I don't care about stuff like that. But what I will say, there needs to be respect. You don't get to blast music from my culture. The swag, the music, your dressing style, even F men within my group. And no, I don't feel like black men are all my men, but let's keep it all the way real. You don't get to infiltrate and do all this shit, but then you're not going to respect me. You will respect me. Even the women who don't like black women out there who go to these clubs and you see what's going on, you're not an ally to me. Okay? And you see what's happening. You think you can F black men who came from a black woman, whose aunts and sisters and cousins are black women, but yet you have no issue against discrimination against me. You can kiss my ass too. Those who are an ally and who don't stand for this, you have my support. But blasting the music, the R&B, the black women songs, your big hoop earrings, your hairstyles, your lips, your tans, your ass and stuff. But yet, then all of a sudden, when the real deal coming through, looking good as a bitch, all of a sudden, oh, you can't come in. I can take your shit, but nah, baby, it ain't gonna work like that. You gonna learn. And that's the problem. Black people haven't made them understand. You will learn. Well, I don't have to teach you to respect me. I don't believe in that either. I don't like that. Either you're going to respect me or you're not. And we can get it on. Now, I'm not saying we got to go out fist fighting, but I will sue a that's discriminated against me. This cannot stand in 2023. Point blank, period. But I find it amazing, Mr. Jones, if you're watching this, Mr. Frenchman that started this club, how you're playing. Yeah, allegedly, you want to play the black music. You want to bring Megan Thee Stallion in and Glorilla and all of that. But you won't let the other sisters in, right? But you don't mind making the money with your old KKK little French behind, probably maybe ain't even washing your ass every day. Since you want to go by stereotypes, since certain people don't fit the look, do you wash your ass every day, Mr. Frenchman? Because I heard about y'all not liking to do that over in France with your stank ass. Wash your booty hole. Since you want to talk about stereotypes and who don't fit a look, kiss my A, Mr. Jones. I'm not coming to your club. If I get rich and famous and blow up, I'm not coming to your establishment. So this is all alleged. That's the word I have to use. So, and I'm not saying that's the case for all French people, but it is a stereotype, right? And since you want to stereotype us and discriminate against us, well, what about the stereotype against y'all? If it's like that. But we should not believe in stereotypes because they're not always true at all, and it's ignorant. I was just trying to get in him. I know he'll see this video. You should be disgusted and ashamed of yourself. So, that's all for this video. I thank you all for joining me. This is a warning, and do not go to Mr. Jones' establishment. Find somewhere else. Bye, everybody. My opinion.